The 11th house is often described as the house of good fortune, but in a more modern, psychological context, it represents your connection to the collective. When the vertex, the point of destiny or a fated auxiliary descendant, falls into this house, your life's most profound turning points are likely to occur through your interactions with groups, friendships, and the pursuit of a shared vision. The nature of the 11th house vertex. The vertex functions as a magnetic point. It isn't something you consciously do like your sun sign, rather, it is something that happens to you through others. In the 11th house, destiny arrives in the form of a social movement, a chance encounter within a large organization, or a friend who fundamentally alters the course of your life. You may feel a sense of karmic obligation toward your community or a specific social cause. While the 5th house, opposite the 11th, focuses on personal creativity and individual ego expression, the 11th house vertex suggests that your personal growth is tethered to something larger than yourself. You are called to transcend the I and become a vital part of the we. The call of the collective. People with this placement often find themselves drafted into roles within groups. You might not seek out the presidency of a non-profit or the leadership of a grassroots movement, but the position seems to find you. There is a sense of inevitability here, as if the universe requires you to facilitate a group's goals to fulfill your own soul's contract. These fated encounters usually involve people who challenge your prejudices or expand your worldview. You might meet a mentor within a professional association who opens a door you didn't even know existed, or a casual acquaintance at a protest might become the person who introduces you to your future spouse or career path. In the 11th house, the friend is the catalyst for the destiny, hopes, wishes, and the unseen hand. The 11th house is also the house of long-term goals and hopes and wishes. With the vertex here, your dreams often manifest in ways that feel uncanny or orchestrated by a higher power. However, there is a catch. These manifestations usually require you to align your personal desires with the needs of the collective. When you work solely for your own benefit, the vertex remains dormant. But the moment you contribute to a communal effort or advocate for social justice, the gears of fate begin to turn. You may find that your greatest successes come not through solitary hard work, but through the synergy of a team where you feel like a necessary cog in a divine machine. The weight of social responsibility. Because the vertex is often triggered by other people, the other coming toward you, you may feel a certain pressure to conform to the expectations of your social circle. There can be a feeling of being chosen by a group, which brings both a sense of belonging and a weight of responsibility. The lesson of the 11th house vertex is to learn how to be an individual within a system. You are tasked with bringing your unique perspective to the group without being swallowed by the hive mind. At certain points in your life, you will likely face a fated choice, to remain in the comfort of a familiar social circle or to move toward a new, more progressive group that aligns with your evolving destiny. Integration and evolution. Ultimately, the vertex in the 11th house asks you to look toward the future. It pushes you to be a visionary and a humanitarian. The long term is your playground. Whether it is through technology, social reform, or simply being the glue that holds a group of friends together, your path to fulfillment involves recognizing that you are part of a vast, interconnected web. When you encounter the vertex person, someone who triggers this point, they often embody the qualities of the sign your vertex is in, appearing as a representative of the collective who demands that you step up and fulfill your social role. By embracing these fated connections, you move away from the isolated ego and into the expansive, limitless potential of the human family. When the vertex is involved in a conjunction, the fated nature of this point is electrified. A conjunction, an aspect of 0°/circ, blends the energy of a planet or sensitive point with the vertex, creating a singular, inseparable force. In the 11th house, this means your destiny isn't just a vague calling toward groups, it is tied to a specific planetary function that acts as the key to your social evolution. The conjunction as a magnetic north. A planet conjunct the vertex acts as a permanent resident at the doorway of fate. Because the vertex is an intersection of the ecliptic and the prime vertical, it represents an aperture through which external events enter your life. When a planet sits here, you don't just use that planet's energy, you attract people and circumstances that embody that planet's highest and lowest expressions. In the 11th house, this planet becomes the face of your social circle. If Mars is conjunct your vertex, you may find that you are constantly pulled into competitive or high-energy activist groups. If it is Venus, your fated encounters in groups are likely to be deeply harmonious, artistic, or romantic in nature. The activation of the fated other. Because the vertex is often called the third angle, alongside the ascendant and descendant, a conjunction here usually requires an external trigger. This often happens via synastry. When another person's planet falls on your vertex, you feel an instant, "I was supposed to meet you" sensation. In the 11th house, this person often acts as a gatekeeper to a new social world. Transits. When a slow-moving planet, like Saturn or Pluto, crosses this point, it often marks a year where your entire social identity is demolished and rebuilt. Key planetary conjunctions to the vertex. While any conjunction is significant, some carry a heavier karmic weight in the 11th house. Sun conjunct vertex. Your very sense of self and purpose is tied to your social contributions. You are destined to be seen within your community, often taking on a leadership role that feels like a spiritual mandate. Moon conjunct vertex. There is a profound emotional need to belong. Your destiny involves nurturing a community or being parented by a group. Your social connections feel like family, often with souls you feel you've known before. Saturn conjunct vertex. This is one of the more challenging conjunctions. It suggests a heavy burden of responsibility within groups. You may feel forced into duty or experience significant delays in finding your tribe until you have mastered self-discipline. Jupiter conjunct vertex. This is the good fortune of the 11th house amplified. Huge doors open through casual acquaintances. Your destiny is linked to expansion, philosophy, or travel shared with a collective. The convergence of will and fate. A conjunction to the vertex essentially merges your personal tools, the planets, with your objective destiny. It suggests that you cannot fulfill your life's purpose without utilizing the specific qualities of that planet. You are not just a passive observer of fate, the planet provides the how. In the 11th house, this conjunction ensures that you cannot hide in the shadows. Whether the planet is benefic or malefic, it serves as a beacon, drawing the right people to you at exactly the right time to push you toward your ultimate social contribution. When the vertex falls in the 11th house, the sign governing it dictates the flavor of the people you attract and the style of the social destiny you are meant to fulfill. Because the vertex is a point of fated encounter, these descriptions represent the qualities of the groups and friends that will act as the primary catalysts for your growth. The fire signs, the catalysts. Aries, you are destined to meet trailblazers and pioneers. Your fated encounters involve sudden, high-energy groups or movements that require courage. You are called to lead a cause or defend a group's autonomy. Leo, your destiny involves the spotlight of the collective. You attract creative, dramatic, or influential friends. Your fated path involves bringing heart and personal charisma to a group, perhaps as a spokesperson or creative director. Sagittarius, fate arrives through foreign cultures, academic circles, or philosophical movements. You are pulled into groups that expand your mind. Your tribe is global, and your destiny involves the pursuit of a shared truth. The earth signs, the builders. Taurus, you attract stable, resourceful groups focused on tangible results or environmental causes. Your fated connections are grounded and long-lasting. You are called to bring value, beauty, or financial stability to your community. Virgo, destiny works through service-oriented groups or technical circles. You are drafted into roles involving organization, health, or social improvement. Your fated friends are often mentors who teach you the power of the small gesture. Capricorn, you attract high-achieving, structured, or elder-led organizations. Your social destiny is tied to prestige and public responsibility. You are meant to build a legacy or a lasting institution within your social sphere. The air signs, the visionaries. Gemini, fate is found in the exchange of ideas. You attract intellectual, fast-paced, or media-driven circles. Your fated friends are messengers who introduce you to diverse perspectives, keeping your social life in constant motion. Libra, your destiny is tied to social justice, aesthetics, or diplomacy. You attract power couples or groups focused on equality. You are called to be the mediator or the bridge between conflicting factions in your community. Aquarius, this is the natural home of the 11th house. You attract rebels, geniuses, and eccentrics. Your destiny is deeply humanitarian or technological. You are meant to participate in a revolution of thought or social structure. The water signs, the healers. Cancer, you attract soul families rather than just friends. Your social destiny involves emotional support and creating a sense of home within a group. You are called to protect and nurture the collective's emotional well-being. Scorpio, your fated encounters are intense, transformative, and perhaps secretive. You attract groups involved in deep research, psychology, or crisis management. Your social circle acts as a mirror for your own rebirth. Pisces, fate arrives through spiritual, artistic, or charitable groups. You attract the underdogs or the dreamers. Your destiny is to dissolve boundaries and bring compassion to the collective, often through a shared spiritual or creative vision. Subscribe, like, and share.